What do you get when you cross the world of Five Nights at Freddy's with Undertale? FNaFtale. Under Freddy's. You guys are just gonna suggest names anyway. And yes, I realize I look like crap after going to Washington, D.C., being sick and all that, trying to take a week off. I can never take a week off. Let's just see this. And allow me to say hello again, YouTube. Yes, I am back from Washington, D.C. It's like I never left because we still had a video last Sunday. Anyway, we got a golem as the source object here in Scribblenauts Unlimited. That's the name of this game. We're gonna go with a duckling right there. Essentially what we're doing for this episode is something it's new for this channel, I would say. We are going to be fusing two different universes. We've done that before, but with Dr. Kendo. So me and my family have fused with different things like Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, and all that. But look at that FREDGORE right there, because Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's has fused with Undertale's Asgore. So right there was the body object of FREDGORE right here. We can put all of the stamps down that were used on screen. Now, of course, what good is the body without the head? Well, you know, I've heard that a lot in my life. It was a saying my dad used to say. Not really. Okay, and so with the head, you saw that an alien's body piece or whatever kind of makes up the main shape. So when you start as a head as the source object, that often is the reason, like the thing that I do, because oftentimes that lets me be able to tell sort of where this head is going to go on the body a little bit easier. You know, it's just sort of like an anchor point to create all the things around. And so my thinking, though, with fusing Freddy and Asgore, all of these characters, basically, my thinking is, and forgive me if I sound sick, I was sick, we're gonna basically kind of make the core of it be Five Nights at Freddy's. So like these are gonna be the animatronics, but if they appeared as Undertale characters, and this was actually voted by you guys on the community tab post that I made, I guess that was last week, wasn't it? This is so amazing. Look at this. I love that. I love that so much. And I love this idea. You know, this idea has come to me for a while now, but like I was finally just sort of saying, hey, let's unleash it at this time. So again, we'll put all the stamps that are needed, and of course you should pause the video because it might happen really fast, I guess, where we have the stamps on screen that were used in Scribblenauts. So of course you just type those in any order, but really just type them in as I put them in right there. Again, if you pause the screen on where I had all that text, you'll be able to see all of them and do it in your game if you're following along. Otherwise, if you're new here, I hope you're enjoying the ride. So we got Toriel basically was my thought to fuse with Chica. That was a pretty easy one, especially after I thought Freddy was gonna be Asgore. It got kind of like to the point where I knew that there were a ton of Undertale characters and they're all really, really cool. And I love the designs of all Five Nights at Freddy's characters. And so I was really kind of racking my brain which ones were going to fuse with which, you know? Like that made it definitely a little bit more challenging to pick each one. I think we needed Goat Mom and Dad, so of course they're going to be in there. But the other ones were Sans and Papyrus, so of course we're not going to be leaving out the Skelly Bros. You guys will see pretty soon here coming up with Bonnie and Foxy. And so most of these are going to kind of retain Undertale-like attacks. We are going to make them bash as their usual projectile, but the scripting in Scribblenauts Unlimited we've set to basically be that when they get attacked, you know, whenever this object loses or gains health is basically the technical term for it, then they're going to shoot out things that the Undertale characters would normally shoot out. And oftentimes in Undertale, when you're in battle, they have a lot of different attacks. And so one of them is like a white fireball, you know, that Asgore or Toriel will shoot out in their battles. We got Chica coming up next, and the Chica head, I thought this is going to be very, very interesting. You guys are going to see, but Chica, I think it never should have had ears, you know, so that's, it's probably good that it didn't. I don't know, maybe you guys will like this. It's just one of those things, it does look very strange to me. It does look new and strange, but good for these designs, you know, if you were going to make Goat Mom and Chica fuse right here, well, this Chica head, you're going to see, we'll have those beauty, the female beauty back arms right there to be for those ears, and notice, of course, we also added the horns on the head. And in keeping with her design from Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, Chica does have those like head feathers or whatnot, you know, up on the top. And so just for an abbreviation, we named it T Chica Head. We don't want to have to type in Toriel Chica Head every single time on the Wii U. If I was on computer, I probably wouldn't care. You know, I'd just use the keyboard and do that. But I play on the Wii U. Oh my God, I love these. I love these so much. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and move on after you get a good look at which stamps we use. FOXPYRUS. Yes, I don't know. The name is pending. You guys are honestly going to give me names for each one of these that are probably like, no, you should have named it this and you should have named it that. I know I should have named it that or this or whatever. Anyway, why am I still talking like this? I'm like Batman in my sickness. At least a version of Batman. So I wanted this to be like Papyrus, of course, and Foxy. So he's got the hook hand on one side on where it should be, but then those like shoulder, the little scarf, the shoulder pads, I meant the boots that Papyrus has, and we're kind of making him have like skeleton-like robotic legs, I guess, with the shorts of Foxy, but they're painted the colors for Papyrus, and so a good kind of fusion of these two characters, and I wanted one of those boots to be sort of like there was a hole in it, so that's what that is down on the boot that's to our right. That would be Foxy Pyrus's left leg boot down there, and so you saw that that's actually, it's supposed to be like his toe is peeking out, so that's like the Foxy animatronic foot peeking out of that boot. And so the head, this was kind of the one that I think most appeared like the normal Five Nights at Freddy's version of Foxy. But what I like about this is we took the eyebrows there, which were spider fish fins, and we set them up like how Papyrus has one eyebrow sort of up like that, diagonally up, and the other one is just straight up flat, you know, like horizontal. So that's kind of where we got the nod to Papyrus, as well as making Foxy bald instead of giving him the little hairs up on the top of his head. And so Foxy, our pirate fox, fused with Papyrus, taking a little bit of Skelly Bros. Mostly the body, I think, though, is again where we see most of that fusion happening. And so I hope you guys agree, and I hope you like this design very much. I like it a lot. So that's the Foxy Pyrus head right there. Again, I'm sure you guys are going to come up with better nicknames than that. I don't know, Foxy Papyrus. And one thing I actually neglected to show off, I guess, was the Flowey cupcake that we're going to do. So like Carl, the cupcake that Chica has, we should have showed it maybe with the Chica design, but here it is anyway. It doesn't really matter. We can see these all on screen in a second. You know, we'll put them onto the levels of Scribblenauts and see what they do. But there was just a kind of a Foxy cupcake design, and so Bonnie fused with Sans. You know, Sans, probably my favorite Undertale character. I think a lot of you guys' favorite Undertale character, I would assume. Pretty amazing stuff. Now, you see, I always have argued that Sans is wearing sneakers. His Steam card said that he was wearing sneakers. A lot of people have drawn fan art of him wearing sneakers. Now, the other thing is a lot of people think that he's wearing slippers, and then you gotta wonder what color those slippers were. You know, it's like when you see Sans in the overworld sprite in color, he doesn't have pink, so you know what I'm saying? They're not pink, but just to appease those people who do like Sans wearing pink slippers, we're gonna go ahead and give our Bonnie Sans the pink slippers. I thought that would be a better touch than just having like Bonnie's feet, or maybe Sans just having some sneakers right there, just white shoes. So don't at me. There's Bonnie Sans right there, looking pretty good. We got the bow tie down underneath that jacket. We want Sans wearing that hoodie, and so this is pretty epic. And I think we can actually show off the stamps here, and then we'll move on to the head. So S Bonnie head, of course, stands for the Sans Bonnie head. Now, this was another one where we sort of had a lot of it just looking like the Five Nights at Freddy's design, but you'll notice that, of course, one of his eyes, Bonnie's eyes right there, is the glowing blue eye. So to allude to Sans's glowing eye, we've got the glowing blue. Otherwise, this design, I think, was mostly like our old school ones, except for this is kind of a good chance for us to do like slightly somewhat of a remake, I guess, in our designs as well, because you can see that this is like, I remember, so it was episode 84 in 2014, November 2014, when I created the first Five Nights at Freddy's episode on this channel. It was episode 84 in this series, as I said. By the way, this dolphin, if you want that bottom fin, you want to just basically put your mouse or your cursor for the Wii U stylus right underneath the belly, so to get that fin that's in the back, because you really can't see it normally when you're selecting the dolphin fin like that. And so for Bonnie's tops of the ears, as well as the inner ear part, that is the stamp that we used. And so definitely that's something that you should know, and I wanted to make sure, and I interjected right there with all of that. Golden FRISK-Y. FRISK-Y. That sounds really weird because it's like frisky, but like, you know, it's Frisk and Golden Freddy, so looking largely like Golden Freddy, but we've got the little stripy hat, you know, the different color scheme to be like Frisk with the blue shirt and the purple stripes, and so that's why the bow tie is blue, but the buttons are purple. The eyes are all just, it's a minus sign, you know, so the eyes are just a straight up horizontal slit like Frisk for Golden Freddy. But yeah, back in those days, that took my channel to new heights, ladies and gentlemen, so I've always had an appreciation for Five Five Nights at Freddy's. I've always loved the designs and the looks of them. But look at these! Look at these on screen! Oh my god, this is so amazing. I love this so much. With little Flowey Cupcake behind Bonnie Sands to the side of Chica, Toriel. It's all being like,
don't forget me. Friendliness pellets. And always eat
your desserts.
all right, we've got them on screen right here on one of these other levels. This is the underlined subway level. Look at this. Lefty is going to try to join in on this brigade of Five Nights at Freddy's characters that are Undertale style. Yes, this was our Lefty from like probably almost 2 years ago at this point. It's like a year and a half. So would you look at that? We're going to go ahead and make them fight each other. Why would we do this? I don't know. It's going to be something interesting to see. Although, wow, FREDGORE, the Asgore Freddy, we sort of created these at vastly different times. As I said, it was, oh crap, they're gonna attack each other. Now this is gonna be like really complicated. Okay, FREDGORE is down. This is bad news. Except for Lefty is on fire. That may actually kind of do the death blow. Actually, FOXPYRUS giving his all into this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's gonna survive. I think we need to involve the other characters. So let's get this Bonnie Sands creation. Nope, Lefty is down. Lefty's out of there, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Lefty gonna be out of this. Wow, FOXPYRUS on fire. No, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Oh, God. Okay, now Bonnie Sands is gonna be in the fight because he got like a little bit of that flame on him. Shooting out those bones, being like, throw me a bone here. Oh my god, look at this head swap. Oh, geez. So that's FREDGORE's head right there on the Sands body. You know, that's like a triple, quadruple fusion, I guess. It's a quadruple fusion. That's what I meant. Here, you know what? We got Lefty's head right here. Why not? We'll experiment with that. Lefty Sands Bonnie. It doesn't quite match up right, but that's okay. What about FOXPYRUS? Not too bad, I guess. This is all just a cluster of heads, though. We need to sort of transfer this over to something else. Would you look at this, ladies and gentlemen? Another fusion crossover type episode, but this was Dr. Kendo fused with Jurassic World dinosaurs. So we had the Kendo Raptor right there. We can go ahead and make it hostile for the battles. Well, okay, I messed with Freddy, so I need to get off of that, and there we go. Okay, so hostile, and then we'll also get the Kendominus Rex to be taking these guys on right here. And so look at this craziness ensuing. Oh my god, there's gonna be a battle all over the place. Oh geez, Golden Freddy's like,
I hate you guys so much. I can't move. Get over here.
because he's on fire. So anyway, oh geez, okay, yeah, FREDGORE and him are getting into it whenever he gets close enough. Golden Freddy was just like, man, I gotta hit somebody. Oh geez, okay, so this battle's going on still for a little while. Kendominus Rex should be pretty strong. I mean, it's like the Indominus Rex with me, as I am all powerful. Gosh, everybody's on fire. The world is burning. It's just kind of like in real life, the world is burning. All right, look at this with that little cute Flowey Cupcake sitting there, not even watching the battle. It's looking to the other side, except for it just got hit with a bone. Oh no, our Sands Bonnie Sands is gonna go down. Yep, it has burned to the ground. On the theme of head swaps, though, let's look at this. That looks like a NBA player, and this one looks like maybe like a wannabe NBA player with the Bonnie Sands head. Either that or like dressed in pajamas or something like that. Okay, that's really pajamas. That's like a little kid wannabe NBA player with Foxy, since the head is like way down low.
Yeah, don't you be talking about me like that.
Well, this was awesome, you guys. I absolutely loved this, and I hope you did too. Let me know who was your favorite down in the comments below. And next week, we're gonna have something brand new for the channel. Something never seen before. I really hope you guys like it. We upload every single Sunday. I hope to see you guys again. Hashtag gratitude is the mission. And I will catch you guys on the next vid. And thank you so much for viewing.
Down the road of